Hello.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿ustedes?
Bien,
Piano,
gracias.
Drew.
Mucho
How
gusto.
are you?
Bien,
Igualmente,
gracias.
mucho gusto. Yo soy Pablo Vogel, bienvenidos al podcast de Santos Bravos, en donde conocemos más a fondo a estos muchachos participantes, candidatos, disfrutando de una casa única,
Sí.
espectacular. Ok, so Drew,
Yes.
¿estás aprendiendo también español?
Sí, poco y poco. Pero I'm getting better. Mucho mejor, mucho mejor.
Sí.
Day by day. Yes.
Sí, ya había lecciones que aprender. Ahora, now you have to also learn
Yes.
how to talk in
Yes,
Spanish.
yes.
So, do you think it's being a little bit difficult than the other ones?
I think it has a little bit more just because I'm also having to learn songs in Spanish also in a very, very small time.
Yeah.
So, but that has been helping me understand, and also having Spanish classes every day. I'm able to understand what the mentors and teachers are talking about
Yeah.
based off of everyday conversations, if that makes sense. So
Yeah,
it's been
maybe
helpful.
because if not, you're missing important parts.
Yes, quite a
about
lot, quite a
learning,
lot. But the
right?
boys help me out, and Brianna is also one of my best friends here, and he's also our communication is the best, and I would say very funny, but it goes a long way.
Y tú, Briano, de Colombia, parce, representando tu país, ¿cómo te sientes con eso?
Bueno, para mí es un honor representar a Colombia en este magnífico y gran proyecto. Y nada, estoy dando lo mejor de mí. Muy nervioso, pero confiado de que las cosas van a salir súper bien.
A nivel físico, ¿qué has descubierto de tu cuerpo que a lo mejor no podías hacer?
A nivel físico, yo vine aquí desnutrido. Yo creo que todo el mundo vio cómo vine flaquito en las audiciones. Yo no sabía que podía alzar pesas. Y he estado, incluso ya tengo hasta, Maifri me dijo que hasta que yo estoy musculoso y todo. Maifri.
A ver, podemos comprobar en cuadro en
Mírame.
la cámara, a ver.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ahí va.
Ahí vamos, ahí vamos.
Claro, pues es que es ejercicio todos los días, mejorar la alimentación, quieras o no descansar más porque acabas rendido también.
No, yo literal llego a la casa y esa.
A
Quedo
dormir.
boqueado, sí.
Y antes de que sucediera este increíble proyecto que llegara a ti, ¿qué hacías con tu vida todos los días?
Bueno, antes del proyecto, yo trabajaba en un restaurante, 2 restaurantes en Bogotá, los fines de semana, daba clases de rumba terapia, de bailecito.
Para terapiar el cuerpo.
Exacto, sí. Y nada, practicar muchísimo. Siempre, toda la semana me la pasaba practicando,
Ok.
tanto canto y baile.
Ok, pero sin pensar que
Venía algo. Sí,
Ajá.
era como que una costumbre mía de bailar y cantar siempre todos los días.
Okay, Andrew, how was it for you? What you were doing? Because I know you're an excellent dancer.
Thank you, thank you.
And you were dancing already with huge stars. So
Yes,
please
thank you
tell us
so
about
much.
it.
Yes, I was very fortunate, and I had the opportunity to grow up in a really, really amazing studio called the Lab Creative Arts Studio. And because of that, that opened doors for a lot of different artists I was able to dance with, like Sierra, BTS.
Yeah.
We did something for Selena Gomez as well. It was like a small little advertisement. And then I got the big opportunity about a year ago to dance with Karol G.
Oh my God,
So that
the
was like,
queen.
yes, that was like the best, I think, experience I've ever experienced in my life. And I was also part of another entertainment artist development company as well, which was very, very, very well. It was XX Entertainment. But I've got the chance to learn so many things and be a part of different projects that allowed me to be open and learn so many things. So I guess it created me to be a good listener.
No.
So because of that, it brought me to here. But before this, I actually stepped away from dancing for a little bit, and I was doing retail. I was working at Banana Republic for like 7 months.
Wow.
Yes, just to like refine myself, and also, you know, how bills can be a lot.
I
And
know.
as much as we want to do the things we love, sometimes we have to make a sacrifice
Yeah,
to
I know.
to get back on our feet. So I was doing that, and then they gave me a call, and my life restarted.
That's beautiful because, yeah, being an artist, it's difficult paying bills sometimes. That's life. We all
Yes,
know that.
yes.
But how important it has been for you to listen for your career, and now you have to listen even more.
Yes.
And that's not just all of it. Now you're also learning how to sing, right? I
Yes.
mean, another idiom. So tell me about the singing. Did you experience before this project, like singing a little bit, or it's completely new?
You know, in the other artist development company that I was with, I was doing a little bit more singing, just a little bit, but it wasn't like with groups. Like I wasn't learning harmonies. I was just learning how to find my voice. So it was like I was starting very, very slow. But growing up, I loved to sing. I was always singing. My brother and sister used to always make fun of me because I wasn't probably the best, and I wasn't like shy to just to like scream in the car.
Yeah.
But I loved it so much, and it was a different side of me that was like an outlet for me to feel good. But now being here, it's helped me find my voice so much, and I'm finding out what my sound is. I'm enjoying and also connecting with my emotions. We like to say as dancers, like, words can't describe how I feel, so I dance with my body to show it. But now it's been like the opposite. Like, there's certain dance moves or certain things with dance that I can't express how I feel that my voice can. So it's been really, really beautiful to learn how to sing more and just be in tune, and also be able to harmonize armonías with Briano and the boys, like being able to harmonize and also like make our voices sound like one, and like listen to each other, let each other shine, being able to step back, because when you step back and let other people shine, they're also making you shine. You know, so it's been a process, and I've loved this journey so much, so I'm grateful.
Y eso es algo que he visto con todos ustedes, la capacidad de hacer equipo, si bien en un proyecto donde se sabe que son candidatos, pero como que el resultado final va a ser lo de menos mientras día con día estén juntos.
Sí, toda la razón.
¿Y en tu familia había desde antes artistas, bailarines, cantantes, actores?
Sí, yo soy el último de la familia y todos cantan. Hay unos que cantan, hay otros que bailan, y como que también de ellos como que recogí todo eso. Y sí, por ellos es como que me ha gustado el tema de la música. Por mi hermana Wendy, que ahora se encuentra en España, que pues fue mi hermana la que me inculcó la música. Fue por ella es que yo soy cantante. Por mi hermana Cecia, que ella también es bailarina, que empezamos a bailar desde muy chiquitos en quinceañeros, en la iglesia. Entonces por ella fue que también cogí ese sueño y quise ser bailarín.
Qué increíble. O sea, todas estas prácticas que hacías antes en Bogotá incluían ambas cosas, canto y baile.
Sí, canto y baile.
Okay.
Yo trataba de estar bien en los dos ámbitos.
Tú dijiste, si voy a ser artista, voy a ser un artista completo
Sí.
desde ahorita.
Todo artistas.
So you have been understanding everything, Drew, that we were...
Little by little, little sections I can understand based off of words, like I said, like everyday conversation.
like a puzzle.
See, like in dance, like I'm always hearing derecha, izquierda, so like, or escuchar, like listen, so like I can take certain words that you guys are talking about and kind of format what kind of conversation you guys are having. So,
Nice.
Yes.
So, Drew, like at the beginning, it was more about integration and knowing more about each other, but now you are already a family.
Yes.
Like
Almost
like brothers.
a brotherhood. Yes.
Yeah, and that's amazing. I can't even imagine what's going on in that house every night, like
In la casa.
like a super pajama party, right?
Yes, we honestly there's a lot of us in the house, but we all manage to get along and make it work no matter what. The biggest thing for us is all about respect. You know, respecting each other's, I guess, time and being considerate of the space, because it's all of our space. You know, so we have a really, really fun time bonding. We have some days where we're just dancing upstairs. We have like a nice little rooftop upstairs where we can just like dance, bailar. ¿Cómo dice roof?
Techo. Bailar en el techo.
Bailar en el techo. Sí, sí.
Yeah.
We'll play like reggaeton, Brazilian funk, and we'll just like have a great time. But also, we sing a lot in the living room. One of the boys will play guitar, and we'll like bond most of the time. So it's a really, really fun time.
Yeah, fun and learning again,
Yes,
right? Like
most
in
definitely.
a much more intimate space.
No, yes, I haven't had this type of brotherhood, I think, since I was 16 in high school. So it's been a long time coming, but I'm grateful for all the boys, yeah. We have a
That's
great
nice,
time.
yeah. Qué bonito es cuando uno se apoya y cuando se trata de, bueno, me equivoqué, pero se puede volver a hacer,
Sí.
¿no? Y el mismo proyecto Priano los ha impulsado como a encontrar esos puntos donde claramente había que mejorar porque se trata de preparar a la mejor Latin Pop Band,
Sí.
¿no? ¿En qué te has sentido como justo en esa batalla de yo pensé que esto me iba a ser mucho más fácil?
Bueno, lo más difícil que me ha tocado acá en las clases, más que todo, es en las coreografías.
Okay.
Yo creo, coreografía.
Sí, my friend.
Incluso mi amigo My Friend siempre me help me, a mí. Él siempre está ayudándome porque soy muy, o sea, no retengo tanto tiempo, tanta información.
Claro.
Entonces son muchos movimientos. Entonces llega el momento en el que se me olvida todo. Entonces tengo que ir donde Duru, My Friend, y él siempre está ahí ayudándome. Lo importante es que siempre tengo ayuda acá, en cualquier ámbito vocal, en la danza.
Sí.
Siempre y los chicos son muy abiertos a siempre a ayudarte. Eso es lo bonito.
Sí, lo que decíamos, apoyo
Apoyo,
incondicional.
sí.
¿Y crees que ahorita que mencionabas lo de ayudarse entre todos y tal, me confesabas que te cuesta trabajo como contar tus emociones?
Bueno.
¿Crees que ha sido porque siempre lo has expresado a través de tu cuerpo y tu voz o por qué? ¡Habla! Ay, Tell me about it.
¿Cómo te digo? Como que es un miedo a las cámaras porque yo normalmente con él o con mis amigos soy bien, ¿sí? Pero es como un miedo que no me... ¡Ay, no! Me dio miedo.
Algo que ni sabes por qué.
Y no
Solo
estaba
sucede.
acostumbrado, la verdad. Pero simplemente sucede, pero trato de manifestarlo, de expresarlo.
Sí, claro, porque al final es un todo. Estás observado 360, ¿no?
Sí, toda la razón.
Es increíble cómo entonces cada quien tiene su propia batalla. Algo con lo que, por ejemplo, de todo lo que he platicado, no habíamos indagado en esta sensación de, pues sí me gusta bailar y cantar, pero de allá que me vea tanta gente es otro mundo, ¿no?
Bueno, pues fíjate que bailando y cantando ya es otro...
Sí,
Simplemente
¿te
me pasa.
transformas?
Sí, me transformo, totalmente.
Entonces, podemos hacer esta entrevista cantando. Ay,
Como
que
quieras.
me respondas cantando.
Yes.
We were talking about how difficult can be for everyone, like something different, you know, like anyone's struggle
Yes.
is different. So, would you say with the voice, like dancing and singing at the same time, you already have a physical condition that gives you.
Yes.
But it's different, like.
Most definitely, because I'm a dancer first and Priano's a singer first, he knows how to support himself with breathing while dancing. So for me, I had to learn, I can't breathe like a dancer while I'm singing and dancing. I have to breathe like a singer first because if
It's different.
it's very different. It's very different because with dancing, usually if it's an explosive move,
Yeah.
like if we're throwing our arms out or doing something very like, I would say big, we usually blow out with our air, like.
Okay.
So I had to learn how to not do that because I'm also having to sing or else you're gonna hear a big blow on the microphone.
That's
So-
really difficult. You have to like instant deflate your body so it looks like you're floating. But for singing, it's not working. You just have to
You have
take
to
the
support
breath.
exactly, and you have to breathe in through your nose. And like for dancers, we usually breathe like, but you can't breathe like that as a dancer. Aire,
Aire.
Yeah, the breath.
Panta,
Yeah.
sí. So we have to expand our stomach to take in our breath rather than, no, my friend. so it's a lot more. It's a lot more difficult. I had to learn that the hard way because I would say the first time we danced and sang at the same time, I was dead. I was like dying in breath and trying to like sing. I was like, I can't sing. Like,
Bueno,
buenísimo.
aquí la cuestión es que si ustedes están pegados a las redes de Santos Bravos, ya saben, @SantosBravos, y en Facebook Santos Bravos Oficial pueden ver todo eso que está sucediendo y mucho más. Así que muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos en el podcast de Santos Bravos. Priano, Drew, it's amazing, keep on.
Muchas gracias.
Y Priano,
Muchas gracias.
que se dé esa conexión con las cámaras.
Muchas gracias.
Yo soy Pame Moguel, nos vemos en la próxima.